Hey guys, so I'm gonna be doing another bullet journal video because obviously May is over, so I filled out May completely, and I started June. June is actually kind of filled out a bit too, so you can see that too, and then I did the cover spread for July as well, so you can see that. Also, you can see my neat little paintbrush pencil that I got from the Met. Also, I got this pronoun sticker at Pride. I recently went to a Pride thing in Kissimmee, and so there's something on it, but I got this sticker. It says, "Hello, my name is R, and my pronouns are they, them, theirs." And I was like, I want to put that somewhere, like, permanently. So I was like, I'll pull it on my bullet journal. So, wanted to show that off. But anyway, let's get to May. So, as you recall, this is what May looked like at the beginning. If you want further in-depth explanations, you should go watch my first video because I'm pretty sure I explain it all there. But anyway, here's my habit tracker filled out. As you can see, I'm very bad at keeping dishes out of my room and eating 3 meals a day. I also didn't draw a lot, and the rest is pretty normal-ish. I didn't read as much as I would have liked to, but I didn't read none. So it's fine. And as you can see, we had some rough spots, especially with the dysphoria was concerned. But we made it through. There's a couple of dark blue days, so it's whatever. Then this is my completed finances page. I spent way too much money in May. I had to make a more miscellaneous little box because I spent way too much money on miscellaneous objects. But anyway, I read 2 books in May. I read Radio Silence and The Disasters. And then ignore the fact that I forgot how to spell received for a minute and just look at all of the fucking books that I bought. Technically, I didn't buy Not Your Backup in May, but since I pre-ordered it, I went ahead and put it on here for some reason. Not Your Backup actually belongs in June, but it's already in May, so I'm just going to leave it in May. But I also bought I Wish You All the Best, When the Moon Was Ours, The Apocalypse of Alina Mendoza, and Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me. You can go watch my haul video if you want to see, thorough explanations of, maybe what these books are about, or, other books they bought in, April. I have a haul video up now, so you can go watch that if you want. So anyway, the pages we all came to see are how did I do on my name TBR, and what were my top 5 songs and my top 5 artists. So my number 1 song was Doom Days by Bastille. They're coming out with an album this month. It's actually in a week, I believe, and Doom Days was one of their singles off of it, and it was really fucking good, so I listened to that a lot. Then number 2 was SYCS, it stands for Someone You Can't Save, and it's by Small Pools. It's just a very banging song that I played a lot. Number 3 is Down in the Dumps by Walk the Moon. It was funny for a hot second there. I had Doom Days playing, I would start it off with Doom Days, and then I would put Down in the Dumps in the queue to play afterwards, because I just thought both of those songs were just fucking jams. And then Someone You Can't Save came in and was like, hey, I'm also a bangin' song, so it somehow claimed the number 2 spot. But anyway, number 4 is Nicotine by Panic! At the Disco. I'm not sure why this is number 4. I didn't feel like I listened to it any more than I usually do, but I guess it's just such a banging song that it made it number 4. And then number 5 is Here With Me by Churches and Marshmallow. This is a relatively new song, but it's not super new. But yeah, it's part of my Pinch playlist, so maybe that's why it got onto the top 5 spots. But it's also just a band song. So whenever it came on, I didn't skip it. So I guess that's why I got number 5. And so my top 5 artists, we have number 1 is actually the Wombats. And then number 2 is Panic! At the Disco. Number 3 is Walk the Moon. Number 4 is Weathers, and number 5 is Bastille. So, it's funny that no Weathers songs actually made it to the top 5, but Weathers made it to number 4. I guess I just didn't listen to one song enough repeatedly for it to make it to the top 5, but I listened to, like, their music a lot. So, anyway, go check out Weathers if you haven't, because I know they're kind of a, like, relatively obscure indie band. Like, not a shit ton of people know about them, but, like, they have some good songs. You may know their song Happy Pills. It's a pretty good jam. But anyway, I only read 2 books for my name TBR. I read Radio Silence and I read The Disasters. I do plan on reading the rest of these books. I just didn't get around to reading more of them in May. And then I had the Queer Lit Readathon, so I didn't want to read these books because some of them aren't queer, so I wanted to read specifically queer books. So I'll be reading these soon. Next is what I did. I'm not going to go through all of this, but this is what I did last month. So obviously, yeah, I did kind of a lot. On the 11th, I just saw Endgame. That's literally all I wrote down. But anyway, nothing else is fun. So let's skip to June. So you already saw this, but did not see my new habit tracker, which is going to be rainbow. And then I have the gender dinos and the gender symbols down here. So we have the trans pterodactyl, the non-binosaur, and the agender dinosaur. And then we have the trans symbol, we have the non-binary symbol, and we have the agender symbol. And then obviously my habits are the same, they're just rainbow themed. And next, still have finances, this time they're rainbow themed, because obviously Pride Month, rainbows. That's the theme in case you couldn't tell. It's Pride Dinos. And then for my read and my bought and received books, like, I decided to draw grass underneath it because I like Jurassic grass. And yeah, that was just me wanting to draw something underneath the shelves. So, but anyway, so far this month I've read I Wish You All the Best, Not Your Backup, Heartstopper Volume 1, and The Other Boy. And I bought a graphic novel version of the Iliad. And I received How to Be a Normal Person from Cats and Camera, and I also am getting I Was Born for This by Cats and Camera. I just went ahead and drew it in so I could draw the Iliad going diagonal from it. So I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm going to get it. Then this will be my top 5 songs. This will be my top 5 artists, but I wanted to draw an ace dino and a demi dino. So they're just going to tell me what my top 5 artists and my top 5 songs are. And then we have my spread for the Queer Lit Readathon. As I said, I participated in that. This is my bingo. So I got bingo this way, and then I got bingo this way. But yes, you can, it's pretty neat. And I have a reading vlog up for the Queer Lit Readathon if you want to go watch that. I'll link this reading vlog, and I'll link my previous bullet journal video and the end card, so you can see either of those videos if you want to. And then finally, we have my calendar spread. I decided that since I didn't have any pan or arrow things, that I would do a pan and arrow thing right here. So we have a pan dinosaur and an arrow dinosaur. And I just wrote all or nothing because, you know, it's pan is all and then arrow is nothing. So, you know, it's funny. But anyway, calendar. And then this is July. So on this side, we have my quote is Permet tu, or do you permit it in French? And I tried to draw Enjolras and Grantaire holding hands down here. And then I have a little bottle and a little flag to represent Enjolras and Grantaire up here. And then I drew this barricade and wrote July 2019. I think it looks pretty good, in my opinion. I'm especially proud, I think, of... I mean, the piano looks pretty poppin', to be honest. But I also really like the 2 flags. The 2 flags are pretty poppin' too. And I like how dimensional this looks. I tried to make everything look as dimensional as it looked in the picture, but sadly, I'm not very good with dimensional things, so some of it looks pretty flat. But anyway, this is the barricade. July is going to be, like, red, white, and blue, and then I think gray and black and green for Grand Hair. So those are the colors I'm going to be using. I haven't done anything yet, but those are the colors I'm going to be using as my color scheme. And I can't wait to add to this Les Mis themed spread, so look forward to that. But anyway, that's my bullet journal. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.